guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be trying to use watercolor markers. Well, kind of. Since I don't have watercolor markers, I'm just going to be using washable markers instead. I actually tried to use these markers on a separate piece of paper when I was doodling. So this is what I drew. I drew this flower and I think it looks really nice. I want to do something like this again, but on a separate piece of paper. And this time, I want it to be a little bit bigger. I'm also gonna probably use the markers to write a quote or something in the white empty space. I'm actually just using these old washable markers that my brother had. So I first picked out a few colors. So I'm drawing like a flower mandala kind of picture. I'm using colors which are pretty close to each other, and I'm kind of making like an effect where it's just kind of blending into each other. I actually drew the flower with the leaves a few days ago, so I actually forgot how I did it. So I had to look back a few times just to remember. So I was just basically going in with different colors and drawing these petals. Also, I know that you can't see the bottom corner of the paper, and sorry about that. I didn't notice that it wasn't visible when I was recording. So I don't really know how to explain this, like how I drew the petals, but it was actually simple. I basically drew like a small petal shape, and I chose another color which was similar to that color and drew a bigger petal shape on top. I then just repeated this a few times until I got the flower as big as I wanted it to be. And if you notice, I didn't color in the bigger petals because I'm just going to be kind of blending them together with water. And it's going to kind of like create this effect that the whole thing is just one petal. So I started with a light green, then a darker green, then I did this blue color, and then a purpley blue, then a few other shades of purple, pink, red, another purple, blue, and then green. So I just took a small paintbrush, dipped it in water, and I'm kind of activating the ink in the markers so it kind of blends in and turns into watercolor paint. Then I'm blending in the smaller petal with the bigger petal. Some of these colors are a little bit more pigmented than the others, so it looks kind of weird. Also, you could see the markers a little bit, like where I had colored them, and I actually liked how that looked. So I just finished the painting and here's how it looks. I still have to add a quote and the paint isn't dry yet, so I'll be back when it dries. Alright guys, so the painting just dried and this is how it looks. I went in with my pencil and I just wrote a quote. I found this quote which says, "The earth without art is just eh." And I really like it. So I'm just going in with a pink marker. It was one of the markers that I used in my flower. And I'm just using it to trace the words. I'm gonna trace the words that I wrote in cursive with a different color. So I remember actually a few years ago, I remember that I got this like cool art set and it came with like a bunch of markers. So I actually used them to write this exact quote and I had it hung up on my wall. Also guys, sorry about the lighting. I know it's really bad. It was actually really gloomy and dark outside because it was raining and even when I turned on the light, it still looked really dark. So next I just traced the other few words and I traced them with green. It was the same green that I used for the outermost petals of the flower. I actually could have chosen better colors for the words and they were a little bit slanted when I wrote them, but I like how it came out. I just erased all the pencil lines and this is how it looks. So yeah, this is the end result and I think it looks really nice. I love how the flower came out. The colors are really vibrant and nice. I'm definitely gonna be using these markers for another art project. But guys, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, like, share, and subscribe. Bye!